Well, hello everybody. Danny and Wanda back from Pecan Grove. We was out here this morning. Today is the 25th of July, so it's been 14 days. I decided on the apple tree to take the foil off, and I'm looking right here, guys, and look at this right there. I don't know if you can see it in the camera or not.
Yeah,
but see the little white roots right there starting on my air graft on my apple. This is our Ms. Eleanor apple. So I'm not gonna mess with it right now.
So 14 days?
14 days on this. It has begun.
And it's all looking good.
Yeah, the limb looks fine. Remember, I cut it back right here.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's check this one and get where I can get to it. Because I was afraid that one being so big, I said I'm going to get a smaller limb.
And this one still, I mean, some of the leaves are yellow, but...
Guys, a lot of our leaves are turning yellow here.
It looks like we're getting into fall already.
It looks like a fall already starting to
happen.
And
it's August.
Here. It's hard to tell because the bag's wrapped all up in it there. I got that zip tie on it.
And you don't want to take your zip tie off.
I ain't taking my zip tie off, but...
It's hard to tell on that one?
Yeah, I don't want to mess up nothing. That one I just happened to see the white, because right where this one you would want it to do at is where I got all the bags all wrapped up right there. So I ain't gonna take it loose. I'm gonna give it another week.
Some white.
See what happens on it there. But we got one we know we're good to go with. So we did check some of the others, and they were like this one. I didn't want to mess with them. I couldn't really tell anything definite because of the Ziploc bags. Now, if I'd have used something else other than that Ziploc bag, I might be able to see better. But
by wrapping it, you have too many layers.
I got too many layers of bag on it. Yeah, so we'll give it a little while longer. But I thought I'd give y'all a little bit of an update and show you that this air graft here is beginning to work, and that's exciting to us because this is the one tree right here that we wanted to make sure we got a part of, because this here,
it did make some apples this year.
It made our biggest apples we've ever got,
and they were beautiful.
They were good and they were beautiful. So this tree is going to be a nice tree. It's really going to make a nice tree. I'm excited about it. So anyway, thought we'd just take you along, show you the air grafts are beginning to work. Move out the way. Come on. Come on. Come on. Yeah. Come on. Come on. Yeah, you're the one that's a problem. Look at you. All right, good morning, everybody. It's Danny and Wanda from Pecan Grove. Right here early this morning. We're trying to beat the rain. It seems like it rains every day now.
But we're not complaining.
Not complaining, because our land needs it. We were like 46 inches behind last year, and we didn't make it up this spring, so now I guess we're making it up. But well, highly unusual for July. We don't usually get this in July. Usually we're like 110 every day, you know. even though the heat index has still been up there pretty high every day. It's been way over 100 every day. About 106 to 112 is quite common for the heat index. And even with the cloud structure we're having, when the sun does come out, it does peak to that. But the good thing is it doesn't stay there all day like that. And the fact that we're staying cloudy as much as we are, the plants with the shade cloth and it not getting as hot in the high tunnel, they're really kicking it. I mean, check these banana peppers out. These things are, I mean, you see how many's hanging on them here. They have just, they're just going to town. I mean, literally going to town, every one of them. I mean, look at the peppers just hanging up in there. We've had a couple of tomato worms hit them and, you know, chew them back a little bit. But what it seems to do is like kind of like pruning them. Once they do it, then they sprout back out and they come back with a vengeance. But now, we do have some peppers this morning that's got to come off of here because it's just getting to be too heavy hanging out here on these limbs. They're going to break them. I'm going to go ahead and take a few of these off. And guys, I've been so busy that I haven't had a chance to take care of the issue of dealing with this, whatever's going on in the ends of these peppers out here, where they have a rot on the end out here, like a blossom ends rot. I just haven't had time to get out here and fool with them. I'm trying to get my corn in because it's before it molds with all this rain. And I'm having, it's not common for me to have to reach up to pick peppers, but I'm definitely having to reach up to pick peppers now. We have a tomato plant here that Miss Wanda took a sprout off of these back here. We don't remember what variety tomato this was here, but this thing is making some of the biggest tomatoes we have ever grown in a high tunnel. I mean, these things are, I mean, you look at my hand. I mean, these things are like bigger than a softball. I mean,
they're blushing, so we're taking them off.
You want to take them today?
Yeah, the two that are blushing on that one, and then there's 2 or 3 on the next one.
Look at this. Look at that tomato. I don't know what kind. It was either red snapper or one of the others that we planted. We having so much trouble with insects this year, so when something starts beginning to turn, we have to go ahead and take it off because we don't want to lose such beautiful tomatoes. This one here is starting to turn. I mean, this is coming out here to get this. I didn't bring a bucket with me. And then I think, well, there's another one on there. 2 more. Oh, wow. I'll have to go around. Let me go around to the other side. It's like a forest in here trying to get around through this stuff. I didn't realize they were all still beginning to turn. Now, as I started off, this tomato plant is Miss Wanda snipped one of the ends off of this big old tomato, whatever it is, and stuck it in here. Now, she stuck it really deep in the soil, almost to the bottom down in here, to make sure in our heat that it was going to actually grow. And it looks like it's going to take off and do okay.
It's been a week and it hadn't drooped, so
yeah, I'm saying it might actually pull out. Now, it is an indeterminate. We know that. So we'll see how it does. We know it is one of these right here. And we love the fact that those are such big tomatoes there. Now, I still see I have some peppers in yonder. I actually see some bells over there. But I don't think they're big enough to pick yet. But I'm excited, guys. Those pepper plants are almost up to our circulating fans up there. This is just insane to have these kind of pepper plants grow up that high and do that. And then right beside me right here, this is over at Deepsouth Homestead. We have the Primark Freedom blackberries over there. And I've been working with this one since we put it in here to get it up and get it started like the ones at Deepsouth are, up into the top rails up here. And it finally is doing it. Now I've got to come back and put a little bit more fertilizer in here. They seem to love the fertilizer. Now this one the Malabar has joined hands with it and has pulled it over in this direction, which is...
We got to undo the Malabar.
Yeah, I got to undo the Malabar. The Malabar reaches over and grabs it and starts pulling it. Now, I will say this about the Malabar. Since we... You know me, I'm always learning, trying to learn anyway. I may not learn like I should, but I'm trying to learn. Since we put the Malabar in here with this tomato plant...
Look how pretty those leaves are.
There has been no more tomato worms on these plants. Now, I don't know if the Malabar is playing a part in that. I don't know, but we've had tomato worms on the peppers right here next to them. But we've not had the first tomato worm on these tomatoes right here.
Coincidence or not?
I don't know if it's a coincidence or not. But now that I'm going to try to reclaim this from the...
Wait, this one right here.
I'm trying to reclaim this back from the Malabar and see if I can't stick it in right here to hold that. Where maybe it'll start growing up, because I want it to go that way. It's a game with me trying to.
And now you got this one.
I got this one. This one actually got up so high in the wind. We had a severe windstorm the other day, broke it off, and it's had to restart and come back out. So we know that this one is the same as this one, so we're not too concerned about that. But now on down here, these are the okras. Oh, we got some okra on it. Okay. These are the okras that we brought from Deepsouth Homestead. This is the white okra that a subscriber sent us the seeds from a few years ago. When I cut my okra, I also cut the leaf. Something my daddy always taught me. He said, don't leave the leaf when you cut the okra. And we have... Oh, this is like a jungle in here.
There's also
this is why I don't
okra on the other.
Yeah, that's why I don't want the indeterminates no more, because they just take over everything. This one here was actually to the rails at the top up under that severe windstorm the other day, broke them, and now they're hanging down in here, coming back again. But we have more okras right here.
So what you gonna do when it gets too tall?
I don't know. I've got it started down here laterally at the bottom, coming back out down here. I guess once it gets too tall up yonder, I'll either get a ladder and harvest the okra, or I'll just cut the top out of it.
The bananas are starting to love it because of this watery humidity weather.
Yeah, they are. They're starting to really...
They have grown in the last week with all this moisture.
Yes. We're actually having really good weather for the banana trees back here behind me. I really shouldn't have left 3 in that tub. I was going to give 1 to a friend, and I never did do it, which I still need to do that and get it out of that tub, because that tub won't handle 3.
Look how pretty. I mean, look at this.
That leaf is huge.
It is huge, and it's beautiful, and there's another one there. They're starting to come out.
It is actually, they're actually just now starting to grow. I need to put some more fertilizer in the tub to kind of boost it on up there a little bit. But now, guys, we have just about, these eggplants has bore so many eggplants. I mean, I wouldn't hesitate to say we've got 50 or more off of these.
And it's about time to take them up, but they still got a few on them.
They're just putting on new eggplants here. Look at this. They got new ones on them.
Blooms still.
All the eggplants hanging out there.
I mean, blooms everywhere still.
Yeah. They're actually like getting to be revived again. We got this worm that keeps getting in here. They cut the tops of these leaves out of these things. There's a worm in these leaves right here. I go through and collect them off and get them out of here, because we don't close our high tunnels down like we did at Deepsouth.
And they can come up through that side.
Yeah, they can come in from the sides. At Deepsouth, we left them closed down. This one we have not left it closed down. But now look at my grapevines here. This is my white seedless grapes. This is now not Nimrod, but Himrod, H-I-M-R-O-D, white seedless grape, has finally, in the last week...
Well, you got some sweet potatoes up there, too.
True, some of it's sweet potatoes, but the grape is now finally beginning to actually arch over the top of this thing. I have worked to try to pick these things up, and having the sweet potatoes in here has helped, because the sweet potato vines will get going up, and I can actually take and trellis them to the sweet potatoes, and it actually helps hold them in place. Yeah, she has a watermelon hanging in a...
The other one I hung and it fell off. It was too heavy.
Yeah, she's got it in a sling there. So. And
we've got one or two more in there somewhere.
There's one right in here. I see it right there. And then there's another one right there. And there's a electroculture right by that one.
Yeah, we had electroculture in here.
I didn't realize.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe why it's growing so well.
Maybe. These peppers here, these are the black peppers, or purple peppers.
They were purple.
They're purple, whatever you want to call them. We seem to have better luck with peppers in July, and August, and September than we do any other time of the year. So
yeah, another banana plant or two.
Yes, these are. This is another one I should have took one out of because there's 3 in this tub, and I still probably am going to take them out to give them to somebody else.
And that is all sweet potatoes over there. Sweet potatoes here.
Everything's sweet potatoes. These are all young sweet potato slips here.
The strawberries.
Now here is the other grapevine that Miss Wanda picked up in the grocery store that day and brought out here. I've got to get a trellis set up where I can get this thing growing like I did at Deepsouth down through the top here.
But it's grown that much in a month.
In a month. I mean, this thing has taken off. I mean, of course now, I have a lot of electroculture in it. Stuff I'll sit here and look. I make all kind of funny looking things. You know what I mean? I don't know. I just do funny stuff with it.
And then somebody sent me the one with the bead on it over there.
Yeah, there's one over here that's got a bead on it. Somebody sent that. And then we just made this one right here, I think. Just stuck it in there. These are actually in several different pots here. We just stuck them all in one. And I'm beginning to wonder if sticking them all in this one has made this thing go wacko like it is.
Yeah, we picked them up out of the ones you didn't need it in and just all stuck it in one by accident.
I said, just stick them over in that one pot, you know. And now... Well,
and I've cleaned my tomatoes out of the 2 here.
Yes, she has. She's got them
fixed my thing back. I didn't realize I'd undone it. Right here.
Oh, on the side here, yeah, when you took the plant out.
Yeah, I took both plants out, so we have no tomatoes in these right now, but I'm wanting to do the blueberry tomatoes in these too, so I've got to get some seed.
Our cantaloupe plant here is I mean, God, we got big ones right there. We got little ones here, little ones there, another little one here. Look at the little bitty ones right there. And this plant, we was about ready to pull it up. And
yeah, I was thinking I would.
Well, it seems like this end.
And there's more blooms.
Yeah, this just keeps blooming.
More blooms in here. So, all in there. We ain't taking it up yet, because it's made, what, about a dozen?
Yeah, we've got about a dozen cantaloupes out of this thing.
So that was really nice.
Yeah, so I think that, I think we'll leave it. We were going to take it up, but it seems like it has a will to live, and when something has a will like that to live, I don't, I don't take it up. I let it go. Oh, well, guys, I'll tell you what. We have some more products coming for our Vego beds in the future. We've ordered some more things because it's not going to be long for us to be able to plant cauliflowers and broccolis and stuff to this nature that doesn't require any pollination from anything. And we've ordered these on these beds over here, these cover systems to go on them, so that hopefully this year we can keep the worms off of them. Last year we did have a problem with the worms attacking them, the cabbage worms. And this year we're hoping to be able to get this done in time so that we don't have that problem. That's one of the things I like about the Vego system. The Vego beds have, as you've seen, we have the trellis systems for the ones in the back here. We can trellis our stuff up on it. We've got the cover systems coming that's going to go on these beds so that we can raise our vegetables that don't have to have pollinators in them. Vego has, like these self-watering planters here. These have been a tremendous blessing for us here in our high tunnel to be able to raise stuff like tomatoes and really, to be honest with you, I think next year, instead of putting tomatoes in these, I'm probably going to put peppers in them, because the peppers seem to last a lot longer, thus utilizing the Vego self-watering system to me would be much more efficient. And this thing, you see how tall those peppers are. These things, we could let the branches hang out through these, and I mean, them things is already taller than I can reach. So they're going to get way up in here. When it gets up that high, I can probably stick a stick right down through the center of this thing and let it go way on up yonder, and we can keep our peppers up high. So I think this is probably going to be used for peppers next year. Now, we may try cut one in the back with the determinate tomatoes, because the determinants don't get tall like the indeterminates do. And we'll see how, we'll do a comparison, see how the peppers work versus the tomatoes this coming year for that. But guys, this is, you know, this is where we're at in the high tone here. Vego has really, I can't say enough good about the amount of vegetables that we have been able to produce with these beds. And not only has it been the containers themselves, the raised beds, we have gotten several plants from Vego. Now, I'm not one that's big on having plants shipped in, you know, gardening plants, but we did request and order some from them, and they got here, and I was skeptical, I'm not going to lie, because they went through the freeze. We ordered them, maybe not our fault, we ordered them kind of early. They went through the freezes and again shipping them here, and when we got them here, they looked like warmed over death. And guys, the cantaloupes we were showing you back there was 3 of the plants that we got here that looked horrible, and now the rascals are still bearing cantaloupes. And we got a watermelon over here that I would have betted my right arm that sucker was going to die. And now it's done covered up that whole bed. Watermelons is in it, and I mean, the plants have just been tremendous. Ms. Wanda got some tomato plants from them. It just is an experiment, the Cherokee Purple. We've been harvesting Cherokee Purple tomatoes off of those. I can't complain about the plants. The pepper plants that she got from them, we've been getting peppers off of them. She had the little miniature tomatoes. We've been getting miniature tomatoes off of those plants. Everything has flourished and done well. Now, I'll show you the pepper plant. Now, we haven't done anything to it. This one got ate off at the ground, this little orange pepper we got from Vego. So I just stuck it over here in the corner in a mineral tub lid with some water in it and just left it alone. And guys, look, it's done come back out. It's blooming all in the top up here right now. So I'm not going to complain about that. It has been really, really good. Guys, if you're interested in the Vego beds, of course, now there'll be a link in the description down below for them. But Ms. Wanda and I, over on what we call the Blessed video, we're going to be giving away a Vego bed over there. We've decided to purchase one and give it away and bless somebody with it. Now, Ms. Wanda will have to correct me. Is it the 6-in-1?
Yes, the novel 6-in-1. It's smooth compared to these.
Yes, it's got the smooth sides on it. It's not wrinkled, corrugated like these are. It's got the smooth sides on them. And you can get them in a variety of colors. And you can get them in depths and different things like that. So we're going to give one away just to bless somebody. Because we've had such success with them. It just is saying thank you back to you guys. We've purchased one, and we're waiting to pick someone to bless with it. So go over and check that video out called the Blessed video, and follow the directions. We left specific directions over there. So anyway, guys, look, I've got a ton of things I got to do and get out of here. Matter of fact, I got to go to town, which is something that's highly unusual for me to leave the homestead. So I've got to run to town. I got to have feed and pick up a couple of building supply things and get back here and get busy. Yes, we did give away 2, what do you call them? Vego composters.
Kitchen composters.
Kitchen composters. We did give away 2 of them. We've got one that's being shipped out as we speak. And when I leave here in just a few minutes, Ms. Wanda and I hopefully will be able to meet the person. We're going to give one to somebody who...
We had no clue that...
we just chose a name, and this person actually doesn't live but maybe 45 minutes to 30 minutes from here.
And so we're just going to meet them.
We're just going to meet them at a random place, and and see if we can't just give it to them in person. That way, to save all the shipping and running the risk of something happening in shipping and all this kind of stuff. And plus, we just get to meet somebody. Okay? So, guys, I got to get out of here. Thank you once again from Pecan Grove.